Hey. Back for another video. Not a vinyl update, so to speak. It's sort of a different, not vinyl update video. My last video was a vinyl update from Jerry's Records. Check that out if you haven't seen it. From this past weekend. We also went to Pittsburgh. That's where Jerry's Records is. We went to Monster Bash on Saturday, and so that's what this video is. It's for all my pickups at Monster Bash. Cole, quit moving the chair. It's my cat. See, that's his tail right there. So anyway, I'll show you what I got at Monster Bash. Here, I'll show you the flyer that came with it. Or actually, it's not a flyer. It's a postcard. That's Monster Bash right there. 20th anniversary of Monster Bash. And then here is the schedule. And there's some of what was going on. But this is just basically, it goes through Friday and Saturday schedule and then Sunday schedule. Was really a lot more than I expected it to be, as far as a lot better. You know, there was so much more there. I was just, me and Kat was overwhelmed. It was really cool. This Creepy Classics, they're part of the guys that put it on, and they have a really good selection of Blu-rays and DVDs. Check them out. Go to their website. They had a lot of cool stuff that I'd like to have bought, but you know, you can't buy everything. And then Scary Monsters was the other one. Scary Monsters magazine that put it up. This is Scary Monsters coloring book that they offered there, and this is, take this out. This is the new issue of Scary Monsters magazine. Bela Lugosi on the cover there. So yeah, really cool magazine. Cole, quit walking on everything. Go down, get away, go on. So this is the t-shirt that I got. Here, let me show you this first. This is a postcard that Kat got me there. She got her a few postcards. That one was cool. And then also met David the Rock Nelson, the guy famous for the Devil Ant. He was there, which was really cool because I didn't, you know, there was so many people there, so many things there that I wasn't expecting, that I wasn't going to be aware of. And this is the Monster Bash 20th anniversary t-shirt that I bought. That's really cool. And then some of my pickups here. I got this from a table. I'm going to put this in a frame. This is all like Horror Hound. It's the wrong. Horror Host. I'll get that right in a minute. So used to saying Horror Hound. But that's got Zachary on it, and a Ghastly Ghoul, and so that was cool. I bought that. And do that later. And then this was in the discount, the table that had a lot of discount stuff on it, I guess, for lack of a better word. And Kat seen this, and she goes, "They got Hulk Hogan posters over there." I was like, "Really? Where?" See that? It's the classic Hulk Hogan. And he's promoting the action figure there. And then on the back, it's got all the action figures that they made at the time, I guess, which I'm sure all those are probably really collector's items now. So yeah, that's going up here somewhere. I don't know where, but I'll have to make a spot for it for sure. And then I picked this up at a booth. They had so many DVDs and CDs that I wanted. It was just out of control. But this one is Mrs. Miller's first 3 releases on this one CD. It's Success Won't Spoil Mrs. Miller, Mrs. Miller Does Her Thing, and The Country Soul of Mrs. Miller. So I have the Success Won't Spoil Mrs. Miller, but the other two I've never seen or was been able to get. So, you know, I had to pick that up for sure. And then also from that same guy's table, see if I can remember which ones I got from his table. It's got those. I think this one. These are some Japanese Dracula vampire movies, which I'd never heard of before. The Lake of Dracula. That looks like it's going to be really awesome. And then this one's called The Evil of Dracula. And then I got the Elvira Halloween special from 1986. I actually have this on VHS. I recorded it myself back in 1986, but my version is so the sound is just so terrible on it, you can't hardly watch it. Plus, I don't trust my VCR to not eat it. And then this is a movie that I've been looking for a long time, The Hideous Sun Demon. So that one I had to pick up for sure. And then this, I have a group on Facebook. If you remember the show on MTV in the 90s, it was called MTV's Oddville. Was based on a public access show called Beyond Vaudeville. I have a group on Facebook that's called Beyond Vaudeville, MTV's Oddville. And this is the volume 1 and 2 of Beyond Vaudeville. I've seen that. It's like, oh my God, I gotta have that. So yeah, check that out on my Facebook group if you're interested. And then I also picked this up from a booth, Satan's Cheerleaders, which was on my wish list. There's the back. And this was on my wish list. The Stuff. I've been wanting this movie for a long time. I've seen that it's out on Blu-ray now, but at the mall I seen a copy that's like $40-some or something crazy. So it's like I didn't pay $40-some for that. And then this one, Retro Shockorama, Satan's Black Wedding and Criminally Insane. So that looks really cool. And then this one was the first one that I bought before I ever got into the vendor's room. They had Creepy Classics was set up outside where you can buy your tickets and your shirts. Monster Kid Home Movies. And this is 30 films running over 2 hours of basically that, homemade movies from kids. This ought to be really good. The guy, I bought that, he goes, oh, you'll really like that, it's a hoot. So, and it comes with a little cardboard guy there you can fold out or fold over. And then there was a guy there. There was a lot of people there that was making their own horror movies, or has made their own horror movies. They weren't making them at Monster Bash. And I talked to one of the guys there, and he had some really cool ones. This one I bought, Destination Outer Space. And he described this one as if Ed Wood had made Star Wars, basically, was the premise. So, I mean, how could you get any better than that? Can't wait to check that one out. And this one we watched last night, and he autographed this one to me, The Monster of Phantom Lake. We watched this one last night, and it's definitely based on a classic, one of those 50s type monster movies, and the monster is pretty hilarious, and it's filmed in black and white, which I think all of his movies might be in black and white, which to me makes them even cooler. And then I also got Monster of Phantom Lake the musical. I haven't watched this one yet, but that ought to be, I can't even imagine how they would make this into a musical. This one looks like it's in color, which would make more sense, I think. So, got quite a few DVDs there. And then I did pick up one record album. They had this one at a different booth. I think it might have been where I bought some of those DVDs. Kat bought this record not too long ago, and I didn't think I had it. And it was only $6, and it's like extremely cool. So this is a Pickwick record. And I'll show you the actual record itself. So, yeah, I was really surprised to, I mean, there was quite a few, there was at least 2 vendors that had records. And they had a Munsters record there that we would have really liked to have, but, you know, we couldn't buy everything. Plus, you know, some stuff, like any place that you go, you know, you can spend a lot of money on some of that if you choose to, or if you have the money to spend. So anyway, if you ever get a chance to check out Monster Bash, you should definitely go. It was a 3-day event, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, but we only went for Saturday. We didn't really know what to expect, so we'll probably be going next year, and we'll plan a little better next year, or maybe go for 2 days, depending on what's going on and all that stuff. But there's an enormous amount of stuff to shop for, and that's the thing that I like the most. Although, they had a lot of really cool guests. The man that played the original creature from the Black Lagoon was there. We got pictures of him, and Kat got her picture with him and his autograph. And he's one of the last living Universal monsters. So that was really cool to meet him. There was some actors and actresses from Hammer movie, the Dracula movie with Christopher Lee. There was one of the women that was in that movie. She was there. One of the artists that did the Island of Misfit Toys, and Here Comes Santa Claus is Coming to Town, and Frosty the Snowman. Some of those stop action movies that we all grew up with. And then the artist for the Evil Dead, the Book of the Dead, was there, which, like I said, a lot of that stuff I didn't know about. There was a guy that was from the Blob that was there that did a lot of that stuff. There was an actress there that was in some of the episodes of the original Batman TV series. So yeah, I mean, it was overwhelming. There was so much. You know, if you're interested in all, go to the Monster Bash, either the Facebook Monster Bash Conference Facebook page, or to their website, and check out what you missed and what you might want to plan for next year. I think I have one picture here I want to show you on my phone before I wrap this video up. Let's see. Yeah, here it is. This was out front when we first pulled up and got out of the parking lot. It's the Munsters Dragula was there, and that's some guy looks like me standing in front of it. I seen that and it's like, oh my God, really? And there's Kat. Her picture turned out better than mine. And then here's a picture of the car by itself. So yeah, if you're familiar with the Munsters, you know that Grandpa drove the Dragula in the series, or I guess it was in the movie. So yeah, I seen that. It's like, oh my God. It's pretty awesome. And we went to Mars, Pennsylvania while we were there, which was really close. There's a picture of the flying saucer that's in downtown Mars. And we also went to the the Night of the Living Dead cemetery, I guess. It's where the opening scene of that movie was filmed. And I have a video of that on this channel of the cemetery if you want to check that out. So yeah, I mean, it was a really good trip altogether. Got to go to Jerry's Records and did the Monster Bash thing and got to see a little bit of Pittsburgh that I hadn't seen before. So yeah, it was a very good trip. So check out all my videos. Thank you for subscribing to my page, or my channel rather. If you haven't, please subscribe. And we'll see you in the next video, more than likely.